welcome to Yin and Yang Vinyasa. I'm Heather. Thanks so much for joining me today. Yin and Yang Vinyasa blends the stillness of Yin and the active energy of a Vinyasa practice. So we'll start today's practice low to the ground with some nice hip openers and poses to lengthen and warm up the spine, and then transition into some standing poses, some yummy twists, and you'll feel amazing when we're finished, right? It's a great way to move your body and connect with your breath. For today, grab a blanket if you have it. It can be especially helpful to pad your knees in some of our kneeling poses, as well as your yoga blocks. If you've got 2 blocks, grab them. They can be helpful. If not, we can make do. So go ahead and get yourself ready, get comfortable, and meet me back here on the mat. Welcome back, everyone. So go ahead and place your blanket if you're using one at the back of your mat. And if you have blocks, you can put them at the front of your mat. And we're going to start on our backs today in a reclined tree pose in just a moment. If you are using a blanket, you can adjust it so it supports your head, but make sure it's not under your shoulders. And then just stretch out. Make yourself comfortable. And just start to get comfortable on your back. Begin by focusing on your breath. And you can even take your hands to your lower rib cage this morning. And go ahead, inhale, and feel that rib cage expand and lift up. And as you exhale, feel the rib cage move down and pull your belly in towards your spine. And inhale, really expand up through your rib cage. And exhale, down and out. Inhale. And exhale. And relax the hands. And just take another few more deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Just settle in on your mat. Make any adjustments and be comfortable. Start to bend your right knee and think of your right knee just lifting up towards your ceiling, and then simply drop your right knee out to the right side. And you can walk the sole of your right foot just to the inside of your left leg. It's okay if it doesn't touch, but just relaxing that right knee outward. And it's okay if that right foot is below the knee, at the knee, or above the knee. You want to come to a natural, comfortable position. It's also normal for your right hip to feel a little higher than your left at this time. You can actually place the hands onto the hip bones and just encourage both hips to relax down. Soften the space around your right hip and right thigh. And relax your right knee. And you can keep the hands on the hips, or you can relax the hands down. And start to breathe in and up, and down and out. You can stay just here, or if you'd like to add the upper body, turn your palms up towards the ceiling and start to sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. And you want to stop when the backs of your shoulders and your upper arms want to stay lifted off the ground. Some of you are going to be able to reach the arms all the way overhead and just Relax a little more through your elbows. Some of you may be more out to the side with the arms. Either is okay. And if you took the arms overhead, just start to notice the shoulders, and if one shoulder feels a little higher than the other, you can kind of shimmy around and just do your best to be relaxed in both shoulders. Take 5 deep breaths. As you finish that 5th breath, release your arms down by the sides. And start to lift that right knee up towards the ceiling. And you can walk your right foot a little further over to the right. It may even come off your mat, just to relax through your right hip. Allow your pelvis to come back to neutral. Go ahead and straighten your right leg towards the top of your mat. Bend your left knee so it points up to the ceiling, and drop your left knee out to the left. And perhaps you walk that left foot in to touch the inside of your right leg. Maybe it just kind of hovers away from that right leg. You can once again bring your hands to your hips, and you may already start to notice that this side feels a little more balanced right from the start. If it doesn't, that's okay too. I'm just adding a gentle press through the palms on the hip bones. Think of grounding your hips, your pelvis down. Relax the hands or keep them on the hips. Turn your palms up to the sky and start to reach the arms out to the side and overhead again. If that's uncomfortable for your shoulders, just keep your arms down by the sides. And you can make any adjustments, maybe shimmy the shoulders side to side, relax. As you inhale, drawing that breath in and up, expand through your rib cage. Exhale, belly pulls in towards the spine. Lift up on your pelvic floor. Take 5 deep breaths. As you exhale on that 5th breath, slowly release the hands down by the hips. Go ahead, lift your left knee up towards the ceiling. Maybe walk your left foot a little out to the left. and pause. Begin to straighten your left leg down to meet your right. Another deep breath here in this tiny little mini Shavasana. Hug just your right knee into your belly, and you can interlace your fingers and catch that right knee. Start to squeeze your right thigh inward towards the right side of your belly. Make your left leg really active. So think of pushing that left hamstring down into your mat. Imagine you're standing on the floor with that left foot. And you may be able to slide the hands down onto that shin a little further. As you inhale, straighten your right leg to meet your left. And as you exhale, hug your left knee in, interlacing those fingers around that left knee, maybe onto the shin. Start to squeeze that left thigh inward. Make your right leg really active. So flexing your right quadricep, pushing that right hamstring, the back of your right thigh down. It's probably not going to touch, but be active in that right leg. On your exhale, squeeze that left thigh in a little tighter. As you inhale, straighten your left leg to meet your right, and just shake out your hands. You can make fists, roll the wrist around a few times. And then hug both knees into your belly. Drop both knees over to the left. Reach your right arm out to the right. We're coming into a spinal twist. And just be heavy through the back of your right shoulder and your right arm. Honor any space between your legs. Feel heavy through those legs. Begin to notice how the right side of your chest gets a little stretch here. And you can even take your left hand to the center of your chest and just slide it outward along that pectoral muscle to the front of your right shoulder. Encourage that right shoulder to relax more. And then relax your left arm wherever it's comfortable, maybe on your right thigh, maybe out to the left. 5 breaths here. As you breathe in this spinal twist, I want you to really inhale and feel length come up the right side of your torso, expanding the right side of your rib cage. And exhale, feel the breath move down. Each inhale, lengthening the right side of your body. And each exhale, grounding you down into your mat. As you inhale, bring your knees back through center. Exhale, drop them over to the right. Reach that left arm out to the left. Left palm is up. Start to settle in through the back of your left shoulder. And take that right hand just to the center of your chest and start to slide it out to the left. Over to the top of your left shoulder, almost pressing your left shoulder down. And release that right arm. Be heavy and soft in your legs. Inhale, breathe up through the left side of your waist. Expand through the left side of your rib cage. Exhale, belly to spine. 5 more breaths. Inhale, begin to draw your knees back up through center. Exhale, go ahead, grab a hold of the knees. Maybe you wrap those arms around, grab opposite wrists or hands, and rock a little. Pull your thighs into your belly. You're in a tight little ball. Start to reach the feet up to the sky and reach your hands up to the sky, but keep the backs of the shoulder blades on your mat. And you have to keep some engagement in your lower abdominals to keep your legs up, but just relax your arms. And find this easy inversion. If it's really intense for you, you can walk your thumbs under your glutes. That'll help your abdominals relax a little more. Feel heavy in your pelvis. It's okay if your feet separate. Allow the back of your head to relax heavy on your mat or blankets. And imagine that your legs just grew weightless. Right? They're just floating up there to the ceiling. I always imagine that I've fallen backwards into a swimming pool here, and I'm just sinking down, and it's a magic swimming pool because I can breathe underwater, and I'm watching my legs just float up to the surface. And once again, take the hands to your rib cage. As you inhale, really expand up through your rib cage. As you exhale, feel the breath move down, the rib cage drops. One more breath. Bend your knees, take your hands behind your knees, pull that belly in, and you're gonna rock up to your seats. And just pause for a moment here. Let everything settle. And come forward into your tabletop position. So tabletop position, if your knees are sensitive, you can grab that blanket and add it under your knees. I'm just gonna set mine to side for now. But as you rise into that table, stack your shoulders on top of your wrists and allow your knees to be directly under your hips. And then feel free to move around. Right? Maybe you rock one shoulder forward and the other. Maybe you rock a little forward and back. Just make this your own. Maybe you change the position of your hands, turn your fingertips out. Rock a little side to side if that feels good. Maybe turn your fingertips towards your knees. And then finding that tabletop position for cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift and spread through your tail. Heart moves forward. Exhale, tuck the tail round through your upper back. Drop the head. Inhale, belly drops down. And exhale, round. So we're gonna add our legs here. You're gonna inhale, drop the belly, and lift your right heel up to the sky. So I have about a 90-degree bend at my right knee. Inhale, exhale, drop that right knee down. Inhale, belly drops, lift your left foot up. Exhale, come back to neutral as you drop that left knee. Do this one more time each side. Inhale, find your cow, lift your right heel. Exhale, come back down. One more, inhale, heart forward, and exhale, come down. Now we add the roundness by bringing our right knee in towards the chest. And you can think of really rounding through your upper back. So you're gonna inhale, drop the belly, lift that right heel. Exhale, round through the upper back, right knee in. Inhale, belly drops, lift your right heel, you're in that cow. Exhale, bring it in. 3 more, inhale. Exhale, so this is really gonna warm up the spine. You're gonna feel this in your low back, a stretch through your abdominals. One more, inhale. And exhale, bring that right knee in, round. Drop your right knee down. Sit your hips back to your heels just to give your wrists a little break in child's pose, and you can sway a little side to side. You can be still and bring your head down. Maybe rock your forehead side to side. And rise back up to your table so we can do the left side. Real firm press through your arms. Those arms are strong. Inhale, drop the belly as you lift that left knee, left heel up to the sky. Exhale, push through your hands, round through your upper back, left knee comes in. Inhale, left heel to the sky, reach your heart forward. Exhale, round, come in. 3 more times, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale, bring that left knee in. Drop your left knee down. You can come into your child's pose again, or maybe sit upright and shake out the hands. Roll the wrists around. We rise back to table. Walk your hands forward a full hand's length. Shift your shoulders forward, pull that belly in, and bend your elbows lower all the way down to your belly. And if you need to move back like I do, so you're on your mat, go for it. Reach your fingertips towards the back of your mat, towards your feet, as you bring your forehead down. And each toenail is going to touch the mat, so spread those toes wide. Push your hips into your mat. As you inhale, roll the shoulders away from the mat. Lift your chest, lift your head. Keep your fingertips, your toes down. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart, the head. Exhale, lower down. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Lifting up, strong back. Roll those shoulders back. Exhale. One more, lifting. And exhale, relaxing down. Bring those forearms forward and lift up onto your forearms in Sphinx pose. Elbows come under shoulders. You can wag the tail. Just relax here in this yummy belly down back bend, right? I teach this pose a lot in my sequences because it's really just a friendly way to build strength and flexibility in your low back. If you're seeking a little more, push through your hands and lift your chest. Lift your elbows up. Seeking even more, bend the knees. Feet float up to the sky. 5 breaths in any version of your Sphinx that works for you. As you exhale, release your feet if they're lifted and drop back to your forearms. Drop your forehead down to your mat. Walk your hands back in line with your chest. Pull that low belly in and push through your hands and knees. Lift to table and slowly back into your child's pose. You can wiggle back there. Spreading your fingers wide, lift your head and peek at your hands. Make sure they're shoulder width distance apart and your fingertips are reaching way to the top of your mat. Your elbows are lifting. Start to spin your biceps up to the sky. Then lift your hips, curl your toes under, come to downward facing dog. Feet come hips width distance apart or a little wider. And feel free to move here. Maybe you wag your hips. Maybe you really bend your knees and spring up and down a little bit. Maybe you pedal your feet, bend one knee, then the other. Anchoring through your hands, lift through your tail. Push your chest back to your thighs. Invite a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Do it again. Inhale. Feel the sides of your waist expand, the rib cage. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, completely look forward. Walk or step your feet forward to the top of your mat. As you come to the top, inhale, lift up halfway. Head and tail rise. Exhale, fold. Rise through standing pose. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Grow tall. And thumbs come into your heart center. Release the hands down to the side mountain. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands shoulder width distance apart. Step your feet back. High plank. Shift forward, tippy toes. The knees can come down or stay lifted. Bend the elbows lower halfway. You're going to come all the way down today and reach your hands back. Forehead down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lift your heart, lift your head. This time, fingertips lift. Feet lift. Shalabhasana. Exhale, lower down. Hands come in line with your chest. Curl the toes under. Push to your plank or your table and downward facing dog. Inhale. Big exhale out your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, look forward. Feet come forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Bend your knees and rise for standing. Grow tall. And thumbs to your hearts. We repeat that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold in half, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step the feet back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Then come all the way down, reach your hands back. Inhale, lift the head, the shoulders, the hands, the feet. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring your hands beside your chest. Exhale, curl the toes under, push to plank or table, and downward facing dog. Breath in. Exhale, look forward, feet come forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise, you're standing, grow taller, reach up, and thumbs to your heart. One more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold from those hips, down to the ground. Inhale, lift head and tail. Exhale, step the feet back. Lower chaturanga halfway, come all the way down. Reach your hands back as you inhale, lift head, shoulders, chest, hands, feet. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring the hands forward, curl the toes under, push to plank or table, and downward facing dog. And breathe. One more breath here. Look forward, step or walk your feet forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Find your blocks if you're using them and bring them to the front of your mats. So they're there for you at this time. Start to rise through standing, reach the hands up to the sky and thumbs to your heart. Stand with your feet hips width distance apart. Bend your knees. Come into a low, 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 low chair. Right? Reach your hands forward. Your thighs are just about parallel to the ground. Weight in your heels. Reach forward, forward, forward with those fingertips. And breathe. Keep your neck nice and neutral, right? We have a tendency to lift the chin. Nice and neutral. 2 more breaths. And then exhale, just dive it forward. Uttanasana, lift your hips. Inhale, lift halfway, maybe grab those blocks. Exhale, step your left foot back. Drop your left knee and bring your hands to your right thigh. So back out of your stretch here so that your left hip is on top of your left knee. Your spine is really tall. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, grab opposite elbows. And so if opposite elbows is a little too much, take the forearms or the wrists. But lengthen through the sides of your waist. Now bend at that right knee and shift your hips forward. 3 breaths here. Inhale, as you exhale, twist to your right. Think of your left shoulder coming towards the top right corner of your mat. Keep squeezing your right thigh inward. And then open the arms. Right arm back, left arm forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, unwind. Drop the hands down to frame that right foot. So if your left hand comes easily down under your left shoulder to the mat, go there. Or you can add a block under that left hand for a little height. Curl your left toes under and lift the back of your left knee up to the sky. Turn your belly back to the right. Second twist, right arm to the sky. Think of your left inner thigh lifting up and that right hip pulling back. As you exhale, bring your right hand down and rise into a high lunge. Lift your torso up, reach your hands up, sink down into that right thigh. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips, reach the fingertips forward. You can set any blocks off to the side, hands come down. Right foot back to the left, high plank. Shift forward, lower halfway. Come all the way down. Reach your hands back. As you inhale, lift your head, your chest, your hands, your feet. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, hands in line with your chest. Exhale to plank or table and downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. If you need a child's, take it. So the body's moving now, right? Embrace all of those sensations that come with the more yang energy of your practice. Bottom of your next exhale, look forward, feet come forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise through standing, grow tall, and thumbs to your heart. Feet are hips width distance apart, toes are forward. Bend your knees, come low, 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 right? Into that chair. You're skiing. We got some snow out there today, right? Weight in your heels. Relax your shoulders down. Reach through your fingertips. Pull your pelvic floor up. Your belly button in. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Those belly locks, that pelvic floor lock will help you. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right leg back. Drop your right knee. Hands come up to that left thigh and back out of the stretch just to the point where your right hip is on top of your right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, grab opposite elbows and try to remember which arm was in front, right? And do the opposites. Now send the hips forward and lift the heart. Breathe. Inhale. As you exhale, find your twist to the left. So think of bringing that right shoulder over towards your left knee. Keep pulling that left hip crease back. Your left inner thigh squeezes in, and then open your arms. It's a relief, right? Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale, unwind. Hands come down. So left hand can be flat on the mat under your left shoulder. Your right shoulder, not your left shoulder. Or right hand on a block. Lift that right knee off the mat. So your left hip is pulling back as you twist your belly left. Left arm up to the sky. Right inner thigh lifts up to the ceiling. As you exhale, release the twist. Stay strong in your legs. Inhale, lift the arms, the torso up, high lunge. Bend deep into that left knee. Left thigh bone pushes down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Hands come down, any blocks move out of the way. Left foot back, high plank. Shift to tippy toes, lower halfway. Come all the way down. You're taking that Shalabhasana. Hands back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands up in line with your chest. This time you're gonna lift to table and take a child's pose. If your heart rate's up, sit up, right? Take it easy, or maybe you just feel better being upright right now. Focus on your breath. And you're alive, right? You made it to your mat today. When you're ready, come to your downward facing dog, lifting the hips. So a few more standing poses. We're gonna come through down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Exhale, hug your right knee into your right elbow. Keep your hips high, high, high. Step your right foot forward. Drop your left heel and lift the arms up. Warrior one. That right knee is bent. Your left leg is straight, and you're rocking a little to the outer edge of your left foot. Think of your right hip pulling back and the action of your left hip coming forwards. Inhale, expand through your rib cage. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come forward. This is where blocks can be nice. Put them beside your right foot, and you're gonna lift your back heel and just step that left foot up about a foot closer to the top of the mat. Rise up. Feet are on railroad tracks. Reach the arms up to the sky. Open the arms wide and turn your thumbs to your tail. You're taking opposite elbows, but this time you're behind the back. If the elbows are too hard, take the forearms, the wrists. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, bring your chest forward, halfway down. Little bend in your right knee can help you here. And then fold straight down the center line of your mat. Firm press through your feet. On the inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, come all the way up. Shake out the hands as you release them. You're just gonna step your left foot forward to meet your right. Step my blocks a little out of the way. So balancing on your left foot, we find Natarajasana, the dancer. Bend your right knee in line with your left. Squeeze your thighs together. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale, feel the length along the left side of your waist. Right arm's gonna reach back and take the inner arch of your right foot. Your right elbow is out to the right side, the inside of your right elbow. And then lift that right foot up to the sky. Keep reaching that left hand up to the sky. Maybe you tilt a little forward. Breathe. 3, 2, and we're gonna take this dancer into a controlled fall, right? Start to bend your left knee, release your right foot, hands come down to the mat or to blocks on either side of that left foot. Reach your right leg up. Inhale, exhale, bend your right knee. Bring that right knee behind your left knee. right toes over to the left side of your mat, and you're gonna have a seat. Just like that, right? But you're going to straighten your right leg and make sure both glute cheeks come down. So that left foot, if you lost that, is crossed over your right leg. You sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left elbow to the inside of your left knee. Now walk that right hand diagonally back from your right hip, and you're gonna rock over to the outer edge of your right hip. Inhale, lengthen up through the top of your head. Exhale, twist to the right. So think of your chest reaching towards your right hand. That hand that's anchored into the ground. Find a little bit of yin right there, right? As you exhale, bring those glute cheeks back to the mat. Bend your right knee. So now you gotta push off your hands, off that left foot. Maybe blocks come in line with your left foot. Stand on your left leg. Reach your right leg back to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bend both knees, right foot comes down to meet the left. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise through standing. Utthita Hastasana, hands to the sky and thumbs to your heart. Release the hands down. Inhale, reach back up, grow tall. Exhale, fold in half. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands plant, step back, high plank. Shift forward, lower halfway. Come all the way down. We're taking Shalabhasana today, so lift, head, chest, shoulders, fingertips, feet. Exhale, come down. Inhale, hands in line with the chest. Exhale, lift to plank or table and downward facing dog. Breathe in. Big exhale out your mouth. We got one more side. Inhale, left leg reaches behind you. Exhale, left knee hugs in. Hips stay high. Step your left foot forward. It replaces that left hand. Right foot down. Inhale, warrior one. So right toes pointed to about 2 o'clock. That left hip is pulling back. Rib cage lifting up. And breathe. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, come forward. This is where you may wish to grab those blocks. Step your right foot up, about a foot closer to the top of your mat. And then rise up. So feet are on those railroad tracks again. We find Parsva Tonasana, the intense side stretch. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms out. Thumbs turn to the tail, opposite elbows. Can you remember which elbow was in, or which forearm was in front? And do the opposite. Inhale, find a little back bend, lift through your chest. Exhale, bring your chest forward and fold straight down the center line of your mat. Little micro bend in your left knee is okay. Inhale, start to rise up. Exhale, come all the way up. Beautiful, release the hands. Shake them out. Bend that left knee. So we gotta get into that standing split, right? We did the dancer first. Almost forgot, right? Step your right foot forward. So weight in your right foot. That's right, we did the whole falling dancer. Left knee bends. Get your balance. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, go ahead, take that left hand, work it to the inner arch of your left foot. So the inside of your left elbow points out to the left. Thighs squeeze together. Stay here or start to reach those left toes up to the sky. You're in a dancer. Keep reaching those right fingertips up. Coming back down. Dive it down. This side's harder. Maybe find your blocks. Hands to blocks in line with that right foot. Reach the left foot up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee. Bring your left knee behind your right knee and tap your left toes over to the right side of your mat. You're gonna bend both knees again and have a seat. Straighten that left leg to the top of the mat so that both glute cheeks can come down now. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right elbow comes to the inside of your right knee. Walk your left hand diagonally out from your left hip, and you're gonna rock over to the outer edge of your left hip. Twist the chest towards that left hand. And as you exhale, come back onto both glute cheeks. You can lean a little to the left to bend that left knee. Now push off your hands. You're pushing into your right foot. Grab your blocks if you need them. Reach the left foot up to the sky. Step the left foot to meet the right and fold. Rise your standing, reach up to the sky and thumbs to your heart. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Hands come to the earth. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back, high plank. This is our last one. Lower halfway. Come all the way down. Forehead down, reach your hands back. Inhale, lift head, chest, shoulders roll back. Exhale, I want you to stay. Right, reach your fingertips back. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths. Reach through your toes. One more. Exhale, lower all the way down. Walk your hands up in line with your chest. You're gonna come to your table and to your child's pose. Sit it back there, wiggle it back there. Yes. Bow the head. Maybe the hands release back by your feet. Walking your hands in front of your knees, push through your hands, lift yourself up. Shift the weight to one side, legs come out in front. And we're gonna take a seated butterfly pose just to release the hip flexors a bit. Bring the soles of your feet together. You can always sit on a folded blanket, but hinge forward from your hips. Walk your sits bones back. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forward. Hands can just come forward, or they can come under your feet. Think of reaching your belly, your chest forward and down. And I want to thank you for joining me today. Yin and Yang Vinyasa, great balance. And begin to lift up. You can close your thighs together, walk your feet forward, lean back onto your hands and windshield wiper the knees side to side. Great job on all those belly down back bends. Your back is getting stronger, more flexible. Go ahead, come on down to your back. And if you want to hug those knees in, go for it. Maybe you rock a little again. Maybe just wrap those arms around and squeeze your thighs in. And perhaps you lift your toes back to the sky and relax your hands by your hips. So finding this easy inversion again, soft at your knees. Inhale, breathe up, expand through your rib cage. Exhale. Breathe in and out. In and up and out and down. Bend your knees, feet come to the mat, and go ahead, stretch out. Take up some space. Maybe reach your arms overhead, stretch. And then find a comfy place. Right, tuck your shoulder blades under, relax, Shavasana. And you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. If you're ready to move, simply bend your knees. Feel the mat come under your feet. Pull that low belly in to draw your knees in one more time. And just taking the hands behind the knees. Inhale. As you exhale, rocking up to your seats, or you can roll to one side to come up to your seats. Maybe finding a blanket or blocks to sit on. Coming into an easy cross-legged pose. Join your palms together at your heart. Thank yourself for coming to your mat today. May we all be filled with loving kindness. May we all be free free of worry and suffering. May we all be safe and healthy. May we all know true happiness and peace. I thank you for sharing your practice today. Namaste.